now we're American African people. No, we're indigenous people. That's who we were when Columbus first discovered America. But the reason why they don't want to call us indigenous people, because they would have to give you reparation. If you do your research, you'll find out that most indigenous tribes and people in this country and outside this country has got reparations. The only ones who haven't got reparations is us black and brown people. That's because they don't classify us as indigenous, right? But I'm going to teach you we are indigenous and they know it and they hid it from us. And I'm going to show you proof of that in the future very soon. So this is why they keep changing our names, right? They keep changing our names to confuse us, to take away our identity, and to bury who we are, which is the true Yadians. This is Israelites, but the true Yadian people, the first people on the planet, right? But as long as they don't put you under indigenous, which is what you really was, indigenous Yadian people or indigenous Israelite people, you'll never get reparations. Every time vote time come around, like when Biden came and Camilla came, oh, you're going to get reparations. They just started talking about it again, 250,000. You're never going to see that because they'll never put you under indigenous people, who is what you really are, right? So the Lord said, please stop watching the videos. When a black person, white person, Latino, but especially black person gets killed by cops, or anything that could trigger your emotions, trigger you to riot, trigger you to get angry, do not watch them on the internet. And when the news puts them on, turn away, because it's black magic. It's causing you to be triggered. So every time you get triggered and you go riot, you get angry, you get upset, guess what? You're speaking it to the universe. And I don't know if you know this, but the universe always gives back what you put out, right? So if you're out there rioting about it, you're getting triggered about it, you're getting emotional, and you're getting angry, the universe is going to be like, okay, I'm going to give you more. So this is why it keeps happening. So if black and brown people, white, Spanish, but especially black and brown people, stop being triggered, stop being emotional, stop being angry, stop rioting, and realize there's going to be no reform. This has been happening since Willie Lynch days. This has been happening ever since they brought our ancestors over here. And we're talking over 500, going on 400 something years now? And here we are in 2023, and black people are still getting lynched by the police and other people to this day. You find black people hung in a tree in a park. There's some parts of America black people can't even go in because they would get lynched after dark. They're called sundown states. Are you serious? We're in 2023 and you still got sundown states? Are you serious? I used to live in Kokomo, Indiana for a short time. And there was a town right next to it. You could not be caught in there after dark. To this day, it's still like that. And you still got towns like that. Black truck drivers can't even drive through certain towns after dark. They have to be in the other town while it's dark and sleep there and wait to deliver their stuff because they could get lynched. The police and everybody is in on it in that state. And we're in 2023. Really? And you really think they're going to have reform for black people? They're never going to have reform for us, because if they was, they would have been had it. Proof is in the pudding. Do your research, my black and brown people. They're never going to have reform for us. Never, ever. So stop getting out there marching, thinking you're going to change something, tearing up other people's stuff, thinking you're going to change something, killing, acting the fool, getting angry and emotional, thinking you're going to change something. All you're doing is putting it out in the universe, and the universe is like, okay, I'm going to give it back to you. Instead, when these things happen, do not watch it. Don't get triggered. Don't get emotional. Don't riot. Pray to your Father in heaven, because he's the only one that can stop it. He's the only one that can help us. And then when the universe sees that you're not reacting in a black magic way, rioting, getting angry, being triggered, and so forth, guess what the universe is going to give you? It's going to stop. And see, it keeps happening because they want lawlessness to come from black and brown people. You see, all the white folks was killing the black and brown people. That wasn't working, right? Yeah, you was rioting and doing that, but it didn't get to the boiling point. So, okay, they like, let me get 5 black officers to kill a black person, see what happened. And you know what? I feel sorry for Tyree, but something's very suspicious about that. You got 5 black cops. One takes a picture and send it to 5 people and send it to his ex-girlfriend because they say Tyree Nichols was dating her, and I think she might have been a white woman. I'm not sure. And she has a baby by this officer. So these officers, you mean to tell me they all sat down, all 5 of them, the Scorpion crew, and decided that they were going to go after this Tyree Nichols guy and kill him or beat him to a pulp because of one of the police officers' ex-baby mama? Then he gonna take pictures, right? Now they all got cameras on them, right? So they know the cameras is recording everything, right? And they already know they're gonna be in trouble because in some point in the video they were lying, saying he pulled the gun on them, he beat them, they threatened him, so they was trying to cover their tracks because they all knew they had film. But think about it: why would 5 black men, the Scorpion crew, decide to all kill a man or beat him to a pulp because of a man's baby's mama? Then one takes a picture. It's clear as day because their cameras are on it. He sends it to the ex-girlfriend and 4 other people. And you mean to tell me he didn't think that any of them would turn that in? And you mean to tell me he already knew that taking pictures on a crime scene was against the law for him to do automatic termination of his job? Why would he do that? I think it was more than just a setup. And see, his parents is denying the young man being with this woman is because maybe they didn't even know he was involved with her. Or maybe they think it's going to stop their lawsuit that they're going to go for. But it won't because they were still wrong. But you have to think about it. Was this more than just a setup to kill Tyree Nichols? Was this something that was done to really bring the black and brown people in the world, America, to a boiling point? Because they've been trying to get lawlessness to come in since like 2017. And it ain't working. They tried it with Trump. Didn't work. Didn't work. They tried it after he didn't win. It didn't work. Past 2 years, they've been trying it with him. Didn't work. All right. So you have to stop and think, why would 5 intelligent cops kill one man over another man's baby mama? Then take pictures of it. And then he sent it to 5 people. And everything's on camera, knowing they're going to get caught, knowing they're going to go down, knowing they're going to go to jail. It is more to this Tyree guy's killing than you think. And you better praise God that it didn't become lawlessness and crazy like they probably wanted. And from now on, when we hear of somebody being killed, especially a black or brown person, don't watch that video. Don't share it. When the news put it on, don't watch it because you're triggering yourself and you're triggering black magic and you're putting it out to the universe. And guess what? Universe is going to give it back. Just like when you're in your car about to drive, I guess to go to work or an appointment or whatever, and you say out loud, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late if I don't do this. I'm going to be late. Guess what? The universe is going to make you late because you're saying to the universe, I'm going to be late. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to be on time, I'm going to be on time, then the universe would see to it that you're on time. And why do I say universe? Because God is universal. God is the universe, okay? And the Lord says it's not what goes in your mouth, it's what comes out of it. How many of you have spoken things, bad things, and it actually came to pass in your life because you spoke it? How many of you called your kids stupid and dumb all their life and they grew up stupid and dumb? How many of you have told your children you're never going to amount to nothing and they didn't? How many of you women curse your husbands when they get mad at you and the curse falls on them? How many of you men curse your children and your wives when you get mad at them and the curse falls on them? How many of you women say, oh, my husband is cheating on me, right? And he may not even be cheating on you, but because your insecurity, you believe it, right? So the universe is hearing your insecurity. And guess what? Your husband starts cheating on you. Then you find out he's cheating on you and you thinking he's been cheating on you the whole time. But no, he didn't start cheating on you till you started putting it out there. Your insecurities. You have to be careful what you say. When they call you to school to tell you your kid needs to be in special ed because he's slow, and you agree with them, guess what? The universe is going to see to it that he stays slow and in special ed. But if you would have went to that school and said, no, my child is not slow. My child is not going on no special ed. He's staying right here. He is smart as a whippersnapper. You put it out in the universe, it's going to happen, because it's not what goes in the mouth, it's what goes out of the mouth. You get a prophecy, you're going to get married, right? 10, 20 years gone by. You like, my prophecy hasn't come to pass yet. The universe hears that. Guess what? The universe going to extend it where it won't come to pass. Instead of you saying, I don't really know why 10 years has come and it has not happened yet, but I know it's going to happen any moment now. The universe hears that. Guess what? The spouse will pop up. Remember, the universe is God. Remember that. Look out for another video. Shalom.